Bipolar DM Jason Cottam. His show talks about Dungeons and Dragons, indie writing, and living with a mental illness, in particular bipolar disorder, borderline disorder, and major depression, among other diagnoses. Check us out right here on Saturdays, 7 p.m. Eastern, also on WLFE-DB.com, and wherever else you listen to podcasts. So take a seat, sit back, and get ready for the Bipolar DM.
Okay, sorry about that. Welcome to the Bipolar DM show. I am your host, Jason. This is a show about Dungeons and Dragons, indie writing, and living with a mental illness, in particular bipolar disorder, borderline personality disorder, and major depression, among other diagnoses. In today's show, we're doing something a little bit special, so I'm going to cut real quick on the introduction as far as the intro goes and skip all that other than say, visit us on WLFE-DB.com for not only my show, but other shows that we have on there. We have several awesome shows to check out. Be sure to check us out there. Also, we're on Stream TV as well. My particular network is the Variety Unlimited. Yes. So we have that, and we have several others to check out. So be sure to do that. And let's just go ahead and jump right into it. We're playing Dungeons and Dragons game today, people. And for those of you who have no idea what Dungeons & Dragons is, it is not satanic. It's not devil worshiping. We're not summoning demons or any of that BS. No. It is collective storytelling. That is it, plain and simple. I come up with a main story, and then I start relating it out. And the players are characters within that story that have full control over their cognitive, abilities, where they can do anything they want, say anything they want, go anywhere they want within this world I create, and together we make a story. And that, in its essence, is what Dungeons & Dragons is all about. And dice, such as this little baby right here, introduce randomness, the chance of failure and success into the story. Because what's fun of a story where you slay the dragon in one hit? No, it doesn't work out that way. And Dungeons and Dragons gives you that chance of failure too. So it is an unbelievable game to play. So, all right, let's go ahead and do some introductions. I want to start with our first guest, Izzy. Please introduce yourself, your show, and also who you're playing.
Hey there, I'm Izzy He, and I'm the host of the show Rainbow Soul, where we give the queer spirituality, a view of spirituality through the queer eyes, and we do discussion and things like that. And I'm also the author of the book Divine Androgen, and I have today decided to create my own spiritual character. Who's a cleric. I like clerics because they can fight and heal and deal with the undead. That's one of my favorite parts, the dealing with the undead part. So that's why I love clerics, and I've played quite a bit. And although I've never played on your particular show, it'd be fun.
Yes, and I'm glad to have you. Okay, we have off camera Zeke. He is a guest of the show. Go ahead and introduce yourself and what you're going to be playing. Oh, and you do have a YouTube channel too, don't you? So go ahead and introduce that as well.
Hi, I'm Zeke. I'm playing as a Tiefling, and I chose the Tiefling because of the strength, and I just really enjoyed the Tiefling category, honestly. My YouTube channel is the official Dare Die X, if you guys want to check that out.
Yeah, let's be closer. Yeah, come in real close. So that, we're not using this mic. This one's yeah. Otherwise, you could be across the room, we'd hear you. But no, we're on the iPod mic. Okay. Yeah. So go ahead. What is your YouTube channel again?
The official Dare Die X.
Okay. All right, and next we have T-Roy. T-Roy, what's your show and
Hello.
What are you playing?
Everything Yet Nothing on WLFE-DB.com. Everything Yet Nothing. I'm T-Roy, and my co-host is usually my husband, Kevin. And we are a LGBTQ plus family channel, and we accept everybody that accepts us. And it's a lot of ups and downs, a lot of truth. We interview a lot of just different varieties: singers, actors, directors, writers. There's a lot of shows on WLFE-DB.com other than what our shows are. There's paranormal shows. There's Talk with Dom. There's Talk with Cindy. All kinds of other ones. So check us out. And I am playing a magical fairy, and I have a whip that has spikes on it. Ooh.
Yeah, I gave him a magical whip. Yes, this is going to be a blast. Now, just to let everybody know, we have a meeting after this show, so we have a hard stop at 5 minutes till. So no matter where we're at the game, we've got to stop, all right? And if this goes over really well, we'll pick it up again another time and continue on the adventure. But because of this meeting, we cannot miss. We got to, just say at 7:55, we're done, and we'll try again later, do the outro, and then that'll be it. So just kind of let you all know ahead of time, that's what's going to happen. And let's go ahead and let's play some Dungeons and Dragons. The three of you enter into the woods days ago. You didn't really know why you were going into the woods. You just felt this draw, this compulsion that the three of you must go into the deepest part of the woods for some reason to search something out, as if you're being called. And as you enter your third day into the woods, you come upon a glade. Now, you've been across glades before, but this particular one is different in some way, in that while the rest of the forest is dark and dreary, there's nothing but light and sunshine. You hear birds chirping and there's butterflies, and not only are there bunnies and deer and other animals, but there's also predators there too. But they're all getting along just fine, as if, everybody's copacetic. So you have also a mountain lion and an owl bear and a black bear and, and some other creatures too that shouldn't be sharing the same space. And as you enter, you feel this sense of peace fall upon all of you. I want everybody to roll a perception check. So you go ahead and go first, Deep. Just roll this one right here. So you got a 10 plus, what's your perception? That'd be the highlighted blue one.
It's 0.
Okay, so you got 10. T-Roy, what do you roll? There you go. 5 plus and 2. So we got a 7. All right, and Izzy,
And
what do you got?
Mine is 17 plus 6, so 23.
Well, unfortunately for T-Roy, who was just so bedazzled by the beauty of everything going on you, the rest of you notice in the center of this glade a unicorn. What do you do?
I'm going to slowly approach, just like take a few gentle steps like you would to wildlife. 1 or 2 steps towards the unicorn.
Okay, T-Roy, what do you want to do?
Oh my gosh. I don't know. That's a hard question.
Yeah.
Because I would definitely do this, pretty much this kind of the same thing. I would talk to it as I was walking up to it, letting it know that I was there as a friend instead of...
Let's do an animal handling check. So roll the 20-sided dice. Just him. 15, good. And then we add, what's that right on your finger? Plus 6, 20. Man, you rock this. And so, all right. And Zeke, what do you do?
I think I'm going to actually stand back and admire the beauty of the unicorn.
Okay. Izzy, T-Roy, as you approach, the unicorn puts a hoof forward and bows its head majestically. And you get that sense that it is giving you permission to approach. And you go to a comfortable distance that's still close enough from the unicorn. And you hear pressed upon your minds a voice saying, "Welcome to my realm." Okay, and then how would you like to respond? So, Izzy?
So I'm gonna move closer to the unicorn and try to like pet it like a horse, on the side where its hair is. And
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And I'm gonna try to be real gentle, like a horse whisperer.
Okay, animal handling.
Mm-hmm. Whoa! I just dropped my die. Well, it landed on 14. It landed on a 14
No,
plus 3. Okay, you want me to re-roll?
Yeah. Floors never count.
Well, I got 15 this time.
Better.
Plus 3, so 18.
The unicorn allows you to do that, and actually kind of shakes its mane a bit, and you get to touch and pet the unicorn. T-Roy, what would you like to do?
Let's see, where am I at?
So you just approached it. You see Izzy now is petting it. So what would you like to do?
I don't know. Probably pet it too.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to have you roll on this one because you did such an awesome job on your animal handling. So you go ahead and you're petting the unicorn too. Now, meanwhile, Zeke is standing back and watching all this. Zeke, what do you do?
I honestly feel like I should go pet the unicorn as well.
All right. Well, let's have you go ahead and do an animal handling check. So go ahead and roll the 20 and then add that modifier.
So 9.
Okay.
0.
Okay.
So 9.
You stumble a bit as you approach and kind of spook the unicorn. But it's not so bad that it's going like you've done something terribly wrong. But you just kind of spook it a little bit. And the moment is kind of like, but you feel like the moment is past and you kind of missed out on it. So, unfortunately. And so now that this moment is past, the unicorn straightens up and then begins to communicate to you. Please, I have called across the realm for you. A great evil has come into my realm. And I need adventurers brave and strong to go ahead and go forth to do battle with this evil and drive it from my lands. Okay.
So I'm gonna try to speak out loud and also send empathically to the unicorn that I will help rid their land of the evil that they're saying.
Okay. T-Roy?
I would probably kind of do the same thing, but give me a ride kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you want to ride?
I don't want to walk there. I mean, come on now.
Okay.
I'm a fairy.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, you fly.
Yeah, I fly. So, yeah, I would do the same thing. Yes.
Okay, and Zeke, what about you? What's your answer?
I would speak to it. I would speak back to it, saying, "If you need warriors, then I am part of this."
Okay. Excellent. And with that, she telepathically calls forth a creature. It comes out of the woods, and it's a rabbit. And she says, "This is my servant, Peter Rottentail." And you notice the reason why he has a really bad case of the mange, unfortunately. And unfortunately, he does not speak, but he will guide you to the edge of the area that this creature is in. He cannot go no further, but he will direct you to the way that you need to go. And with that, I give to you each a magical weapon. And to Izzy, what is your main weapon?
A sword of some sort. Like right now, I think I have a spiritual weapon.
Oh, okay, you have spiritual weapon also. So
I
okay,
think so. Yeah, I'm looking at
so
it
she
here.
gives you a magical sword. Actually,
Yeah.
So she blesses your sword with her horn, making it magical. Then she does
Okay.
the same to you, T. Roy, to your small sword, and making it magical as well. And then to you, Zeke, touching your sword, and then it becomes magical. And you all feel this hum in your hands. So you feel it through the handle of just power radiating through your swords. And with that, Peter Rottentail begins to head away from the unicorn and go north.
Before we walk away from the unicorn, can I pull out one of my arrows and ask the unicorn to bless it?
Oh, she graciously does. So she goes down, and so now that one arrow is magical.
Fantastic.
At the same thing.
And yes, she grants you that too. So you have one arrow that is magical. So yeah, write that down. And T-Roy, what about you? Would you like one of your arrows to be magical?
Yes.
All right, so you have one magical arrow as well. And with that, she dismisses you. And you are now ready to go ahead and go forth on your adventure. Is there anything that you want to do in preparation before you leave, as Peter waits for your readiness? So you don't feel like you're being kicked out the door, so to speak. But if there's anything you want to do in preparation, before you go on this adventure, is there anything you want to do?
I would say for me, I would like to take in the environment a little bit more with that peacefulness.
Okay.
And then to take that with me.
All right, that's good. All right, that sounds awesome. Tira, is there anything you'd like to do? Prepare any weapons, or just get yourself in the right mindset, or?
Yeah, I would definitely probably get myself in the right mindset, and I would also just replenish myself to where I was energized and I was, ready to do what was to come.
Okay, and Izzy?
I'm actually going to ask the unicorn if they will also put any kind of protections on us, because they have a lot of magic. And so I'm just going to ask the unicorn.
A persuasion check.
Okay. Persuasion. I don't remember. Okay, so just 11.
11. She graciously declines your request.
Okay. So I'll probably just take in the trees and look around and see if there's any plant life or anything like that. Does anybody have the ability to make berries that heal?
Goodberry, our druid.
Goodberry.
Yes, our druid is able to make good berries. So, but also you do, as you look around, every kind of herb or plant that you could think of, even the rarest of the rare, grow abundantly in this glade. And so if there are any herbs or magical components that you would need, you gather them up and take them with you, having felt that you have been given permission to go ahead and take what you need in preparation for this great adventure. And then with that, you gather behind Peter Rottentail and you head north, heading into the forest. And with that, we're going to take a quick commercial break. Okay, as I get us over to there, and
But of course, I would bless
Welcome
you.
back, and we are back to the game. So, for those of you just tuning in, we had just started a Dungeons and Dragons adventure, and our heroes had encountered a unicorn, in which they were charged with a solemn mission to rid her realm of a great evil that has encroached upon it. And as our adventurers travel north, following after their guide, Peter Rottentail, with a bad case of mange, he leads you ahead, and I want, after a couple of hours of traveling, I want you now to everybody roll a perception check. So each of you roll the dice and tell me what your perception is.
18.
Nice.
Perception 0, 18.
Okay. 8. Oh, wow. Flowers are awesome, man.
So altogether, I have 8
Yep,
for
you're doing
perception check.
Yeah, but actually, even you two, being blinded by the beauty of this forest, here ahead of you, several goblins arguing over the best way to lay a trap. So, what are you gonna do?
Me personally, I would use my magic and kind of screw with them.
Okay, that sounds like a great idea. Well, let's have a look at what spells you got. What can we do to screw with some goblins? You have the ability to cast a fog cloud so dense that they can't see anything.
No, they can't.
You can, let's see, fairy fire, which is dancing lights all around them, and all of a sudden they start glowing like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah.
You could do
and then
that
they
to
have
them?
dance around.
Yeah, that would freak them out. Let's see. Yeah, so those are your two big ones right there that you could do. You could either cast a fog cloud on them.
I would do the fog cloud.
All right. You go ahead and you cast a fog cloud. And at first you don't know if it worked or not, but then suddenly you start seeing little wisps of clouds surrounding the goblins ahead. And they don't notice it at first until it starts getting denser and it's around their ankles. And then they're like looking up and around and stuff like that, and it gets denser and denser to the point where not even you guys can see the goblins there. All you can hear is them starting to fight amongst themselves and argue as to what is going on. All right, Izzy, what do you want to do?
I want to try to get close enough to both of my team members and cast Bless.
Okay, so you get together. You cast Bless upon your team members. And, well, go ahead and explain to everybody what Bless does.
Well, Bless is mostly it just helps you sort of it's a spell that blesses us all, and it makes you, let's see here, up to 3 characters within range, and okay, it's supposed to help you with your saving throws. Makes an attack. Okay, so whenever a target makes an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends, the target can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to the attack roll or saving throw. So it will help you fight or
D4.
help you.
So what is this little triangle dice? All right, anytime somebody attacks you in a way like magically, and you got to, do a gut check, so to speak. You roll your 20-sided dice, then you add this to it to boost it up. So that's what she's done for you. She's giving you a boost.
That's cool.
So in a magical combat. So, all right. So you cast Bless. What about you? What are you going to do? You got these goblins. You're feeling pretty charged now, and there's 4 goblins over there. Is how many there are. So there's 4 of them. And before they disappeared in the fog cloud, it looks like they were trying to do a pit trap. And they were digging a hole, and they were fighting among who was supposed to be digging and stuff like that, and who was supposed to be sharpening the spikes. But now all work has stopped. They're fighting amongst themselves. And what do you want to do?
Well, I was going to say basically like sneak up on them to get
You still
greater
can.
detail.
Yeah.
And then after that, I'd probably just let him go off because there's no point in, attacking.
Okay. That's an option, yes. So, all right, party. What do you want to do as a group? You have these goblins, and you have the option of sneaking away and around them, which you'll have to do a check for to make sure they don't hear you. Or do you want to go ahead and attack them.
You said there's 4 or 5 of
Yeah,
them.
there's 4.
Okay.
4 goblins.
I'm tempted with that fog cloud around them to try to sneak around them. What do you guys think? You guys want to sneak around?
Too, totally.
Okay, everybody roll a stealth check. Go ahead. Yep, the 20-sided. Yep. And then look up stealth. Oh, you did all right. All right. T-Roy. Oh, no.
No.
I had was stealth is +2.
T-Roy got a 1.
Oh,
The spot. All right, what did you get, Izzy?
I got 25. I got a 16 and a 9.
You disappeared into the forest. You're gone off this plane of existence. Unfortunately, T-Roy sneezes. And they hear you. So now, everybody, you got a choice. Run for it or stand your ground. Because they know you're there.
So I would probably try to whisper to them that if they fight, I'll shoot an arrow from here. Not the special arrow, a different arrow.
Okay. So she will plan on doing a range attack. Unfortunately, at the moment, it will be at a disadvantage because you can't see anybody yet. So you do have that advantage still, the fog cloud.
Right.
What about you, Roy? What do you think?
I would.
You got that whip.
I know. That's what I was thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I could do that, and I can also send that spell of fire.
Yeah, fairy fire, which
Fairy
would
fire.
actually counteract the fog cloud. Which means it doesn't mean the fog cloud goes away. It means they would light up like Hollywood, which gives you an advantage to hitting
Ooh,
on.
so we can see them.
Yes.
Absolutely.
All right, you cast fairy fire, and those 4 light up like you wouldn't believe. Branson in the middle of the middle of a show, and you see them easily. So you, Izzy, have advantage on hitting them with the arrow. All right. Before we get to you, Zeke, what do you want to do? You want to go toe to toe, or do you want to throw an arrow at them?
well, I'm thinking that the arrow from the distance.
Okay.
I think I actually want to go toe to toe with them.
All right. You pull your sword, and with a mighty roar cry, rush forward. And everybody, we're going to roll for initiative to see who goes first. So everybody roll the 20-sided dice. 13. Add your initiative modifier, which let me show you where that's at on there. I didn't highlight it. No, it's +2. This big box right there.
20.
+3. Oh my God. Natural 20.
Yay!
Here we go. Natural 20 +3. Man, you own this battlefield. All right. And Izzy,
I got
what did you
18.
get? All right.
I got 18.
So you got, what was it again?
Mine was 18 +2.
18 +2. Yours is, Izzy, yours is?
It's 15 plus 3.
Okay. And then to your T-Roy, then Zeke, then Izzy. T-Roy, you're first.
What?
You're gonna shoot them, or or you want to fly up there and whip them, or how do you want to take care of these guys?
I want to whip them with my spike.
All right, you dart forward with your spiked whip in hand as it magically comes out of your hand, and you crack that whip as you come forward. And you come at them and you swing it. I want you to roll the 20-sided dice. 10 plus, and on this whip, it's +5. So you got 15, which hits them, which means you do 2d6 points of damage. So take 2 of these and roll it to see how much damage you do.
White dice.
6 and 1. So that's 7 points of damage. Nice. So you rake it right across his chest, opening up this huge gash. All right, Zeke, you're next.
I want to attack with my regular sword.
Okay, so go ahead and roll the dice.
This way.
Yep.
10.
10 plus And it should be right in front of the highlighted part.
6.
Okay, 16 hits, and then you got, I think yours is D10 for damage, which would be this dice, right?
Yeah. No, it's just 1D. Okay.
1D10. Yep.
Okay.
Plus 3.
Okay, sorry.
So it'd be this one right here.
All right. 1.
1 plus 3, I believe. So that's 4 points of damage on another one. All right, Izzy, you're next.
Okay, so like I said, I'm going to stay back where I was, and hopefully I can see them now, because he did fire, right? The fairy did fire.
Yep.
So I'm going to draw my
Yes.
bow, and it looks like, according to my character sheet, I roll a D6. Oh, no, wait.
You roll 20 plus.
Hold on. Yeah, I roll a D6. A ranged attack, a 1D6.
Okay. Yeah. Did you roll your 20-sided dice first?
No, but I will.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a 12.
Plus.
This is damage, right?
No, this is the hit. And you have advantage, so you can roll the dice twice. So roll it again to see if you get a 20 after we add this one up.
Okay, so what am I looking to add on here?
In front of your damage, it should say plus, like a plus number to hit.
Yeah, that's kind of
So
what I
yeah,
was
if
looking
you're
for.
looking at your, so it should say bow plus 3. Well, it'd be your, it's going to be your dexterity modifier plus your proficiency bonus.
Okay, well, for a sword and stuff, it's 6.
Yeah,
Unarmed
what's it for the
strangers-
bow?
Yeah,
Isn't
it says sneak attack range, but it has just dashes, so I think that's nothing.
Oh, I know what happened. We didn't add your bow to your inventory, I bet.
Oh, okay.
That's all right. I know what it is. Actually, it's really easy to figure out. So, what's your dexterity modifier?
My dexterity modifier. +6.
Oh, yeah. So you got 6 to your attack. So, what was that? Plus 6.
So it's 12 +6.
All right. Roll again. We'll see if you get a 20 because you get advantage on this attack. So, you can roll twice and take the
No,
higher.
I got a 4.
Okay. Well, you still hit. So, I was just hoping for a 20. Okay. Now you roll for damage, and then you add that 1d6 sneak attack damage on top of that.
Okay, so I roll for damage. Do I use a D6?
Yes. It's no, yours is a D8.
Okay, so I roll for damage D8 and then add the D6 for sneak attack.
Exactly.
Okay. So I got a 2 on the D8
Okay.
and a 5 on the D6.
Nice. All right. Seeing this onslaught, the fourth goblin stops dead in his tracks, seeing how viciously you guys just spring your attack upon him. And he turns and he runs away, leaving just the 3 of you going mano a mano against the 3 of the other goblins. Now, the first one is going to try and attack T-Roy. 12, and he would have had a plus, just 12, and then your armor class is 14. Nope, he does not hit you. I rolled a 12, your armor class is 14. That's not enough to hit you, so you're fine.
Oh,
Zeke,
cool.
He's going to attack you. Another one, your goblin's attacking you. 8, well, he definitely does not hit.
With 12.
Out of 12. All right. And then since you shot from a range attack, the other goblin, he's going to run up to you, but he's not going to make it in time to do actual attack. So the next round, he'll be in range to hit you, but not this round. Back to the top of the order. T-Roy, what are you going to do now? You're going to whip him again?
No, I think I'm going to shoot him.
Okay, so you back up a little bit, and then you draw your bow, and go ahead and roll for an attack. 18. Nice. And you get advantage. Roll a second time just to see if you get a higher number. No, we're not taking that one. 18. You, without adding anything else out, you hit perfectly. Go ahead and roll for damage. Which was the
White
yeah.
ones. No.
Those are the white ones.
Yeah.
2d6. Yeah. 6, 8. Let me double check that. No, I'm sorry. It was 1d6. Not. Let me see. Where's your? Oh, there it is. 1d. I'm sorry. It's 1d6, not 2d6. We'll take the 6. So just to maximize damage. So that was actually 10. You actually get him in the eye, dude. And he's blinded in one eye. And he's stumbling around, swinging his sword like this and that. But yeah, you got him in the eye. Zeke, you now have the counter attack. And actually, I forgot, you get 2 attacks. So you get to attack him twice. So go ahead and roll for your first attack.
Okay.
Sorry about that. I meant to. All right, you get advantage, so go ahead and roll again.
15, 14, 15.
Okay, go ahead and add. Well, you do hit, so go ahead and do your damage, which is, what did it say on there? 10. Yeah, 10-sided dice. This one.
Okay. 7.
7 points of damage. Nice. You are jacking this guy up. All right, now you get a second attack. Go ahead and roll the 20-sided dice again. Because you're that quick of a fighter, you get 2 attacks. 4, and roll again.
On this one?
Yeah.
Okay. 11.
11 plus, what? 6. Okay, yeah, you hit him. Go ahead and roll for damage. 10-sided.
5.
5 points of damage plus 3. Yeah, 8 points of damage. He is on his last legs. This guy, one more good hit, and then he is done. All right, Izzy, you are up. What do you want to do to this guy who's coming up on you?
Yeah, the guy that's coming up to me, has he been hit at all?
You have hit him, yes.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and shoot him again, but now I don't get the sneak attack because he's seen me, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to go ahead and do a ranged attack.
Okay, you take a step to the side and you pull the bow and let loose your arrow. Roll for attack. And you do have advantage, so you can roll twice.
Okay. So I got 11. I rolled 11 plus 6, right? For damage.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So 17.
Which would hit. Roll a second time just to see if you get a crit.
I got an 18. Better.
Oh, better. Yeah. All right. All right. You
So
hit him. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Okay, and that's a D6, yeah.
Yeah.
A 3.
Okay. He's showing some wear and tear. He is. He's a tough one, but you've done some damage to him, and he's starting to show some wear and tear. All right. Now, first one. He's the guy that you're going to T-Roy is going to take another swing at you. He does so badly that he cuts his own head off and dies. He rolled a 1 and then rolled a 6 on the damage. So this guy falls over, cuts his own head off, and dies. So we can scratch him off. Zeke, you're up. This guy's on the ragged edge, and you just got to put him out of his misery. So go ahead and roll for an attack. 17, nice. Roll second time, just see if you get a crit.
8.
Okay, 17. All right, go ahead and roll for damage. 10-sided. Yep.
2.
2 plus 3, which is 5. Well, that's still enough to kill him. With a final thrust through his chest and heart, he falls over and he just slides off your sword and collapses onto the ground, and you wipe it off with his mangy cloak. Izzy. Here he comes. He is at you right now. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm going to pull my sword out. I'm going to pull my sword out.
Now it's time to show him what's what.
Yeah. And I'm going to roll for damage. 10 plus 6, so 16.
That does hit. Roll second time just to see if you crit.
I rolled the exact same number. 10.
Okay. Well, you still hit. So go ahead and roll for damage.
Which is a D8, I think.
Yes.
Okay, and yeah, it's a D. Wait a minute. My short sword. Yeah, I guess I'm using my magic where it says here spiritual weapon.
Oh, okay. All right.
Is that the one that the unicorn blessed?
No. Spiritual weapon is a magical weapon that appears out of nowhere that can take on any form that you want it to be, even a lollipop. And it does damage when it hits. So it is an extra weapon they have that's magical.
Oh, okay. Well, it also has a +6 to hit, and that's the one I was looking at. I just didn't realize it was slightly different than the other sword. And then it's a D8 +3 is what it is.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
So I rolled a 2 +3, so that's 5.
Which happens to be just enough to finish this guy off because he was getting pretty ragged. So, but with your spiritual weapon material, as he's coming to attack you and you have your sword drawn, he doesn't see that you have magically conjured another sword behind him that goes in and thrusts right into his back, severing his spine, and he falls over and dies. You are now left with 3 corpses. What do you want to do with them?
Isn't there still one more goblin alive?
He ran away. There's that one that ran away. You could chase him down if you want to. But he does have a bit of a head start.
Well,
Yeah. So what would the 3 of you like to do now that you have these 3 bodies of dead goblins in front of you?
I would check the one that I just downed right in front of me. I would check check it for money or weapons or anything that I think might be useful.
Yeah, you find a gold piece on him, but you also find an interesting little statue of a dog. Underneath is on its belly is carved in crude letters, Rover.
Okay, I guess that's like his pet dog or something.
Yeah. When you read the words out loud, the dog magically materializes as a real dog.
Whoa! Do I have a great pet dog?
Yes, you now
I'm gonna-
have a magical companion.
I'm gonna try to pet the dog and befriend the dog.
It is as whoever has the actual statue and gives the command word does have the control over that dog. So it is a magical creature that you have.
Okay, fantastic. I'm gonna go ahead and put the statue in my bag.
Okay. T-Red, what are you going to do? You got this stinking corpse down on your feet, and you look down upon it with the stain that what it had made you do.
Yeah, I'd probably check it for whatever I could use.
Unfortunately, he doesn't have as much money as the other guy. He only has a couple copper pieces. But he does have a very interesting little mirror. And it's just for you, as your size, just big enough to hold up in front of your face. And then it collapses down into a size of a small brooch that you can just attach to you.
Nice.
Zeke, what about you?
I'm going to as well search my goblin and then offer up a piece of advice to maybe use the bodies as meat.
You would have this pretty rotten. I don't even know if you want to even. You smell the body and you're like, no.
Second guess.
Before you even think a second thought, you're like, no way.
Okay, guys. Search my body.
Now, this goblin actually has 3 gold pieces and has a dagger which drips this black, icky liquid when he drew it out. It is a dagger of venom. So not only does it cause 1d4 damage, but it also causes 1d6 poison damage whenever it cuts somebody. So let me write that down right there.
I wonder, T-Roy, your mirror, I wonder if it reflects magic if someone throws something at you.
Ooh,
I wonder what it does. That's the one thing I can think of that it might do.
I also was thinking amongst myself as the like the rover dog that you hold control of. Like if you were in trouble, what if one of us could grab it and send Rover to your aid?
Yeah, since I'm the cleric, I'm not too worried about it. I'm more worried about keeping I'm not so worried about me. I'm worried about the party.
All right.
Okay, we got 10 minutes left, so let's go ahead and move on. Move on real quick. You travel on following Peter Rottentail until you come to the edge of the forest, and then it turns into a dense, stinking swamp. It's all of a sudden as if there's just this magic line drawn in the dirt, where all of a sudden it goes from forest to swamp. And it's at that point Peter refuses to go a step further.
So I'm wondering, I'm gonna do a perception check. I'm wondering if there's undead and things like that around here, like swamps.
Go ahead and roll your 20 for a perception check.
Well, I got a 19 plus 6, 25.
Now, drawing in on your spiritual self, you reach out and you do not detect any undead. However, you do, like a torch in the night, detect a great evil directly ahead of you. You don't need a guide to direct you towards this evil. You know exactly where it is. All right, T-Ray, what do you want to do?
I don't know.
Well, the options are stay with Peter Rottentail or move on and take care of the evil.
Probably
Get
move
blessed.
on.
Yep.
Okay, but get blessed first.
Yes, and then blessed. Yep.
Yes, I need.
And what about you, Zeke? What about you?
I'm thinking. Okay, I'm gonna go after the greater evil.
Okay.
With Izzy.
All right. You all are in agreement to move on. So you go ahead and push into the swamp, and as you navigate it, I want you to do one more roll. It's called a survival check. So everybody roll the 20-sided dice and look up survival.
I also want to bless everybody as soon as
Okay.
we can. 19. So altogether, I have 19. 16.
What? I got 19 too, boyfriend.
Yeah. Plus 2, so you got a 21. You easily navigate. Oh, what did you get? Oh, go ahead and roll.
I didn't roll yet.
Yeah. So you do.
We got 10 and survival is 0.
Okay, you still do fine. You manage to navigate without getting bogged down or caught in any of the traps or anything like that in the swamp. And you approach this little hut in the middle of the swamp. And it's not very large, maybe 20 feet across or so, probably a single room with a chimney on the side, and it's lit. So there's some, you can tell that it's occupied. What do you guys want to do?
I'm going to bless everyone.
Okay, you cast bless, and you all feel that sense of peace fall upon you and energy and power as you are ready now to go forth and do battle with this evil. T-Roy, what are you going to do? You ready to go fight?
Yes.
How do you want to go about this?
Well, probably a snake approach.
Okay, that sounds like a great idea. All right, what about you, Zeke? What do you think? You going to go along with the sneak attack, sneak up on there? Or do you want to charge in and kick
we
open
are
the door?
attacking them, right?
We're getting ready to. Yeah, so we're going over plans as far as how do you guys want to proceed on this attack? Do you want to just go in and kick the door in? Do you want to sneak up on there? How do you want to go about it?
I think I will take the sneak, and I will also draw my poison dagger.
Okay, and Izzy, what about you?
Yeah, I'm going to also sneak and get my my magical weapon.
Okay, everybody roll for stealth. So 20-sided dice.
11.
11 plus
Stealth 2.
plus 2, so that's 12. Okay.
19 plus 9, so I have 28.
Okay.
We got this.
T-Roy's must be having allergy season.
Oh, man.
Because he sneezes again. And you hear a squeak of somebody noticing that you're outside their door. Now what do you want to do? They know you're there, and you're standing outside the door.
I'm going to kick the door.
All right, you kick the door. Go ahead, and let's do a strength check on that one.
A strength check? Okay.
Yeah, straight up strength check.
Strength's at the top, duh. So it's 13 plus 1, but it's 12.
Okay, yeah, that's enough. This is not made by Home Depot. This is a pretty ratty door. You kick it to splinters, and it just flies across the room. And as you burst into the room with your weapons drawn, you see a little child in the corner, huddled up, saying, "Please, don't hurt me." What do you do?
I'm going to step in towards the child
Okay.
kind of like try to say, okay, I'm not going to hurt you. How did you get here?
This lady took me. She's this horrible lady, just ugly, and she kidnapped me from my village. I want to go home.
Has she hurt you while you've been here?
She's done all kinds of horrible things. She's going to eat me.
Okay, well, if you stay with us, stay with us, we'll try to keep you safe.
Okay. T-Roy, what about you? What are you going to do?
Help her.
Okay. Zeke?
I'm going to recommend with her sticking with us as well, and that she will be protected.
Okay. Everybody roll for initiative. 15 plus 3, 18 for T-Roy. Okay. What'd you
I
get?
got a 5. I got a 5.
Oops. And Zeke, what about you?
15.
And then, oh damn! Yeah. All of a sudden, the skin rips off the child, and it begins to grow in 3 times the size, and it becomes a hag. But you noticed it soon enough that T-Roy, you got to jump on it. So what are you going to do? You got a magical weapon ready to go. You got your magical arrow. How do you want to get this sucker who just tried to trick you?
I definitely want to use my magical arrow.
Okay, so you draw forth your draw back your bow, let loose your arrow, roll for attack. 18 plus. Well, that's a lot anyway. You hit it anyway. All right, roll for damage. I think it was the D6, right? Yes. Let me double check that. Yeah, 1D6.
The 1?
One of those. And we add 4 to it. So that's
3.
7 points of damage. Nice. Okay. -7. Okay. Zeke, you're next. What are you going to do? You got 2 attacks.
I want to pull out my magical arrow as well.
Okay. You pull your magical arrow. Go ahead and fire that off. Roll for an attack with the 20-sided dice. We got 3 minutes left. So we're going to try and get 9 plus 5. Okay, yes, you got him. No, wait, you miss. She catches the arrow right before he pierces her head. But you got a second attack. So drawing your sword or another arrow that's non-magical, what are you going to do?
I'm going to pull out my poison dagger.
Okay, go ahead and attack.
20.
20! Critical. That means twice the damage. So roll the 1d4, the triangular one. Yep.
Okay.
1 point of damage. So it's 2 points of damage, but roll this one because of poison damage. And that's just rolled once. Well, actually, roll twice.
3.
6 points of damage, poison. And she is now poisoned. Well, let's see if she's poisoned. Nope, she is not poisoned. She just takes damage. Oh, well. Izzy, we're going to tie this up with you. You get the last hit on this one before we have to go to a hard stop.
Okay. I'm going to use my spiritual weapon. And I rolled a 10 plus 6, so that's 16.
Okay. And that just misses.
Man.
Just miss. And with that, ladies and gentlemen who are watching, that is how Dungeons and Dragons is played. We thank you so much. I'm sorry we had to cut it off, but like I said, we have got a meeting after this that we cannot miss. So thank you everybody for watching. T-Roy, this is your first time playing. Real quick, what'd you think?
I loved it. I can't wait to play again.
Yeah. Zeke, what about you?
That was pretty cool.
I truly loved it too. I'm really into it now.
And Izzy, as our experienced player in the house, what did you think?
Hey, I thought it was fun, and I love playing with you guys. I love T-Roy, and it's fun. Yeah.
I enjoyed having you all at the table. So let's go ahead and we're going to go ahead and drop you, Izzy. So when I go ahead and take you off the screen, you can go ahead and just log out and then and all that, because we're going to cut out of here as soon as we go finish this up. So, okay. Thank you again. Bye.
Bye.
Okay. All right. Again, thank you, everybody. This is the Bipolar DM Show, and I'm your host, Jason. Now, if you want to get a hold of me, you can email me at thebipolardm@gmail.com. That is my email address. Let me pull that up real quick. There you go. You can also find me on www.thebipolardm.com. There you'll find previous episodes of my podcast, my blog, as well as information on indie writing, Dungeons and Dragons, and mental illness. And for those of you, please check out my Facebook page. The handle is @thebipolardm. And there is a little bit more up to date because it's easier for me to keep up with on that platform. Let's just jump to there. Yes, Genevieve, I wish you were there too. Unfortunately, our schedule wouldn't allow it for her to play. But next time we get a game going on, we're going to have you come on board, all right? See if we can get Dom on board too. Okay. So check out WLFE-DB.com and check out Strim TV, our new network that we're on, which is Variety Unlimited. Thank you, everybody, for watching. And remember, if you're on medication, take your meds.
Thank you for listening to the Bipolar DM. They love sharing thoughts and ideas. See you next week, 7 p.m. Saturdays on WLFE-DB.com, where our shows are your shows, and that makes for great talk radio. WLFE Digital Broadcast Network is on TV. You can watch all of our shows on WLFE-DB.com. Check out our channels. Paranormal View for all of your paranormal type shows. LGBTQ Friends for all of our LGBTQ shows. Variety Unlimited for all other shows. It runs 24/7 right on WLFE-DB.com. You'll even catch the lives, all in one place. Never miss an episode, past or future. WLFE-DB.com, where our shows are your shows.